Hello students, yesterday we discussed about the properties of square numbers. Today we will discuss about square root and finding the square root by different methods and Pythagorean triplets. First of all, I would like to explain Pythagorean triplets. What is Pythagorean triplets? So this is applicable for three numbers. So, definition Pythagorean triplets. For every natural number m other than 1, there is a triplet such as 2m, m square minus 1 and m square plus 1. Take three natural number other than 1 and there is a relation. They have relation 2m square plus m square minus 1 whole square is equal to m square plus 1 square. You already know about Pythagoras theorem. In right angle triangle, this is right angle triangle. Right angle triangle means a triangle in which one angle is 90 degree. So this is base, this is perpendicular and this is hypotenuse. So you know this relation in right angle triangle base square plus perpendicular square is equal to hypotenuse square. Same pattern, same rule we will follow here. If three natural numbers are there, for example, 3, 4, 5. These are three natural numbers. Now we have to check they are making Pythagorean triplets or not. So 3, 4, 5. What is rule? 2m, m square minus 1 and m square plus 1. So we have to check they are Pythagorean triplets or not. So I will take 2m is equal to 4 because only 4 is divisible by 2. So I will take 4. So you also take like this numbers, this is divisible by 2. So 2m is equal to 4. Don't take 3 and 5. First take 4. So 2m is equal to 4. M will be equal to 4 by 2. M is equal to 2. M is equal to 2. So Pythagorean triplets is 2m square plus m square minus 1 whole square plus m square plus 1 whole square. So m is 2. So 2m means 4 square. Rule is there. One net write this one. 2m square plus m square minus 1 whole square is equal to m square plus 1 whole square. So what is m? M is 2. So 2 multiplied with 2. So it will be 2 multiplied by 2 square plus m square means 2 square minus 1 whole square is equal to m square means 2 square plus 1 whole square. So according to rule, first I will show bracket. So 2 multiplied with 2, 4 whole square plus 2 square is 4 minus 1 whole square plus 2 square is 4 plus 1 whole square. Are you understanding? Yes. So 4 square is 16. 4 square is 16. And 4 minus 1, 3. 3 square is equal to 4 and 1, 5. 5 square. So I am writing here 16 plus 3 square means 9 and 5 square means 25. So 16 plus 9 becomes 25 is equal to 25. So relation is proved. So these numbers are making Pythagorean triplets. Have you understood? Okay, and you will try yourself in exercise. Questions are given, you will try yourself by using this method. If three numbers are there, so take one number which is divisible by 2. First find m, and after finding the m, apply this formula 2m square plus m square minus 1 whole square, m square plus 1 whole square. If left side is equal to right hand side, then relation is proved, and we can say the given numbers are making Pythagorean triplets. Okay. Yes. So next topic, I will tell to you how to find the square root by different methods. So there are few methods. First is factorization method. Second is column method. Third is diagonal method. Fourth is long division method. Next is estimating methods, and after this, by using tables, we can find the square root. So first method for finding the square root is by factorization method. So what is factorization method? First of all, make the prime factors of the given number. For example, take any number. So I am taking 841. 841. So I will make prime factors. So this number is not divisible by 2. By seeing this number, because last digit is 1. To check the number will be divisible by 2 or not, if last digit is 0 or even, then the number will be divisible by 2. So no need to take 2. Now I will check this will be divisible by 3 or not. So this is a little bit difficult, because direct we can't find this one is not divisible by 3 also. You know the divisibility test by 3. If the sum of the digits is divisible by 3, then the whole number also will be divisible by 3. Now this is 8, 4 and 1. Digits are 8, 4 and 1. Their sum will be 8 and 4, 12, 12 and 1, 13. So 13 is not divisible by 3. So this is not divisible by 3 also. And this is not divisible by 4 because last digit is odd. So if last digit is odd, that will be not divisible by 4. This is not divisible by 6 also. This is not divisible by 7 also. So how will find? If like this question is there, so this is easy to find the square root by long division method, but I have written this statement. So direct it will be divisible by 29. It will be divisible by 29. So if I will divide by 29, here will be 29. Again by 29. So here is 1. So this symbol stands for square root. This symbol stands for square root. So we have to find the square root of 841. 841. 841 is the product of 29 into 29. Yes or no? 29 multiplied by 29. Here 29 is multiplied 2 times. So I can write 29 square. This also right, because 29 multiplied 2 times. So 29 whole square. So one more thing I would like to explain here. Value of root is 1 by 2. Value of root is 1 by 2. Suppose 5 root is written. So you can write like this also. No problem. Both are equal. You can write root 5 or you can write 5 raised to the power 1 by 2. Both are equal. So here 29 square is there and root. Now just I told, if root is there, you can write 1 by 2. So now I will remove root. For this root, I will write 1 by 2. Yes or no? Yes. So 29 square and 4 root I have written 1 by 2. 2 will cancel to 2. So now answer is 29. Answer is 29. Have you understood? Have you understood? Okay. Now one more example for finding the square root. One more statement is here to find the square root of 1764 by prime factorization method. 1764. Now we have to find the square root by factorization method. So just I told to you, make prime factors. So this number is divisible by 2 because last digit is even. If any number is ending with even, that number will be divisible by 2, or with 0, that also will be divisible by 2. Every students try to know the rules of divisibility. So now start with 2. Divide 2 8 are 16. Now 1 remainder and 6 will be there. Here will be again 8. Now 2 2 are 4. Understood? Okay. Now again by 2. 2 4 are 8. I am dividing this. No need to confuse if you are confusing. So by division method you can divide separate. Then you will understand easily. So 2 4 are 8. Now 2 4 are 8. 2 1 are 2. Now this will be not divisible by 2. Now last digit is odd. So this will be not divisible by 2. Now we will check by which number it will be divisible. Now rules of divisibility. Now add them. 4 and 4 8. 8 and 1 9. The sum of the digits is 9. 9 is divisible by 3. So whole number will be divisible by 3. Have you understood? So rules of divisibility by 3. If sum of the digits is divisible by 3, then the whole number also will be divisible by 3. So 4 and 4 8, 8 and 1 9. So total sum of these digits is 9. So this number will be divisible by 3. So I will divide it by 3. 3 ones are 3. Now 1 and 4, 3 fours are 12. 2 remainder and 1, so 7. So after dividing by 3, result is 147. Again I will check. This also will be divisible by 3 because sum of 147 becomes 12 and 12 is divisible by 3. So number will be divisible by 3. 3 fours are 12. 3 fours are 12. What left? 2 and 7, it means 9. 3 9s are 27. Are you understanding? Yes. Now we have to check by which number 49 will be divisible. So this is very easy. It will be divisible by 7. 7 7s are 49. 7 7s are 49. Again by 7, 1. So when the remainder is 1, process is over. Now we have to find the square root of 1764. 1764. You have to write like this. No need to write direct. According to rule, you will write like this. Now 1764 can be written in the form of product. If I will write like this, 3 3 7 7. Same thing, because these are the prime factors of 1764. Have you understood? 1764 can be written like this also, because if I will multiply them, result will be 1764. Next, 2 square. because 2 is multiplied 2 times. This is 3. 3 also making pair. So 3 square. 7 also making pair. Yesterday I told to you, if all the prime factors are in the pair, then the given number will be perfect square. This also perfect square because all the factors are in pairs. There is not unpaired. Now review this root. You know the rules. Value of root is 1 by 2. So 2 square, 3 square, 7 square, and you can write whole square because I am removing root 1 by 2. For root you can write whole power 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is the power of this. 1 by 2 is the power of this also. 1 by 2 is the power of this also. So separately you can write 2 square 1 by 2. Laws of exponents in earlier classes you have already done. I am explaining here. If x power m whole power n, so you have done already. If m is there, so in class 7th you have done. So result will be x raised the power mn. This will be multiplied with this one. Same rules I applied here. 2 square is there, whole power is 1 by 2. So it will be mn. So m is 2 and n is 1 by 2. So 2 multiply 1 by 2. Is it clear? Yes. Now 3 square 1 by 2, 7 square 1 by 2. 2 cancel to 2, 2 cancel to 2, 2 cancel to 2. So 2 multiply 3 multiply by 7. So their product is 42. So this is the square root of 1764. Have you understood? So you will do practice. Tomorrow we will discuss about other methods for finding the square root, diagonal methods, column method, long division methods, by estimating method, and by using square root table.